Oh! Everybody loves SpongeBob. I mean, come on, he's a little yellow sponge. What's not to love? I grew up watching SpongeBob. Tons of people grew up watching SpongeBob. What better way to ruin such a precious childhood memory than to turn it into some terrible music, which that's what we're going to do today. So welcome back to the channel. Hey, if you're not subscribed yet, probably a good idea just to keep it that way. All right, let's go. All right, so here we have SpongeBob's laugh. Let's take a listen to the raw, untouched, pure laugh right here. That's comedy. You can't tell me that's not comedy. Let's listen to it one more time. That's great. That's so great. So let's flip it into some hot garbage. Let's go. All right, so first thing I'm gonna do is just cut this part right here, because I like the descendingness of it. It starts, SpongeBob starts laughing. The start of SpongeBob's laugh is like, bah! It's like, you know when it starts. SpongeBob doesn't trickle into laughter. He doesn't start like going like, ha 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 ha. He's right out the gate. SpongeBob's laughing. We laugh along with SpongeBob. So we're gonna keep it right here. That first, very nice. Okay, so now that we have that, I just sort of cut it up into some repetitive arrangement here. So we have this. Rhythmic SpongeBob laughs. Then we can just create a groove out of a low pass to make a slapping sponge beat. And now we have this dope sponge loop. Sponge loop, loop pants, sponge square loop pants. You telling me that you pull up into like your neighborhood club and you hear this? Now I guess let's just Cursed! I want to hear SpongeBob's laugh, lovingly accompanied by an almond break. It's almost like some Prodigy vibes here, like smack my sponge up! I'm sorry. So if like we have like increasing delay on the build-up here so that it just gets more cursed as this kind of riser happens, so it's like... And then, how about a big chunky reverb snare? Oh, yes. Give me that. Give me some of that. Then right before the drop, how about we just have it say, Sponge!
Sponge.
That's close enough. For our lives to be over. Sponge cake. I resampled the sponge laugh. We have the sponge laugh in its own audio right here.
Sponge.
So now we can play with it.
Sponge.
Alright, there's something about hearing a low octave SpongeBob laugh that just kind of makes me not ever want to do that again, and I'm a little frightened, so I'm just going to pretend that didn't happen.
Sponge. Sponge.
Oh god, what did I just do on accident? Oh, I meant to change the pitch, and instead I stretched it. I have sinned on unintentional sin. Oh, no. Oh god. Okay, well why does it sound kind of cool? Why is it that when I stretch it out twice as long, it sounds kind of dope? Okay, well, I guess we're gonna do the stretched out sponge for the drop. I don't make the rules, except I do. Except that I do. Stretch sponge. We're doing stretch sponge. What have I done? Listen to this and tell me in its minimal bare form that it doesn't semi-slap. Tell me that this slowed down SpongeBob groove doesn't semi-slap. Check it out. Oh god. Okay, so I've made a sub pattern that kind of follows the same rhythmic movements of the sponge. It sounds like this. This is what we have right now. Kind of want to extendo this kind of really tight sponge laugh section here. Okay, so what I've done here is I've taken our little stuttery sponge blips and I just sort of created a groove by rinse and repeating. So as you can see here from the arrangement, we have a big affirmative sponge laugh here into a nice little sponge chonk, which then swoops us into a tight little sponge click. And the sponge clicks repeat not once, not twice, but thrice, giving us this, what we have now. So moving on, let's get some hi-hats in here. For the hats, I'm gonna do like this little closed one right here. And then below that I have this a little slightly more open one. So I'll put this one right here. And then have this one, the tighter one below it, kind of going double time, so it's like. And then we get this. And, also what we can do is we can take our sponge vocal and create a chant, which fits nicely in here. Also, you know, sort of drives home the theme that this is a sponge type beat. So the listener doesn't necessarily get confused on what's going on because they have the constant offbeat reminder that this is a sponge. This is a sponge song. So that sounds like this.
Sponge, 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 sponge.
And then we can copy this section over here and change the sponge chant to this one right here. Check this out. Check this out.
Bob,
Bob.
Bob.
Bob. If we direct our attention towards the Bob, it will sort of allow us to further confirm that this is in fact Spongebob and not some sort of just off-brand sponge. Only the best.
Bob, Bob.
That kind of slaps. That Bob kind of slaps. It hits. So if we take, if we sprinkle some delay on the second half of the sponge laugh, just sort of automate the actual fullness of the effect right here. What I have doing is I just sort of gradually increase it, not even all the way up, but that way, like when the second part of the sponge trickles come in here, it'll slowly go up and it gives us this kind of cool effect.
Bob, 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 Bob.
It's a little bit more subtle as opposed to if I just had it go all the way up and then it's like this. It's like, hey, calm down, SpongeBob, all right? What we can do here is we can kind of explore some more dangerous waters by taking our initial automation here of the intro laugh, and then if we just drag it over, so it's kind of this more gritty section of the laugh, and then put that over the filter automation, it sounds like this. So I'm gonna go ahead and resample that, and then I'll do the same thing that I did with the first one where I did this on accident, but I just sort of stretched it. We can just see if it's gonna sound good. Chances are it's not. But then again, it doesn't sound good in the first place. None of this sounds good. So even if it sounds bad, right on track. Oh my God, check this out. Let's take the original laugh and put it right here. Oh, that's sick. Hey, SpongeBob. Hey, hey, give me a Krabby Patty. Check this out. Moving on in our journey of the bikini, diving deeper into our, I thought it might be fun to introduce a new element. Patrick.
No! This is Patrick!
Classic. If we just take that and we sort of cut it up a little bit, just fit it a little bit more to the grid here, and then chop it up. Kind of makes a better pre-drop vocal than just the original sponge laugh, which is what we had before. I think bringing Patrick in is kind of a nice like switch up. People aren't expecting to hear Patrick in a SpongeBob song. I wouldn't be. If I was browsing the tube, just searching up SpongeBob type EDM beat, and I wouldn't expect to hear Patrick in it. But that's what we're all about here, is throwing curveballs. Anyways, that's what this sounds like right here.
No! This is Sponge! Patrick!
It's sick, right? It's like, no! This is Sponge? No Sponge. Patrick. Also what we could do is we can layer up our sponge clicks. So we have like this one right here. If we just take that and pitch it up, then layer it. It's kind of a cool octave flex here of SpongeBob's tickly laugh, which over the beat slaps as such. Just introduce the Patrick a couple times more out. More layering, if we take our sort of bleh version of the sponge laugh, and then layer that with these other two that we had before, we get this. Does it sound good? No. But hey, whoever said music had to sound good, right? If that were the case, then I wouldn't have a YouTube channel. Cell phone. I guess with that said, I'm just gonna go ahead and play our nautical nonsense here. The cursed soundscapes of the Underland of Bikini Bottom, starring SpongeBob, but maybe also Patrick. You don't know yet. Well, but you pretend that you don't know. Pretend that you don't know that Patrick's gonna just pop in here and f your whole world up. I'm just gonna play it. And while that's happening, I'm just gonna sort of think about all of the decisions that I made to in my life to end up at this exact moment right here. So here we go.
This is Sponge. Patrick! Sponge. 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 Patrick! Bob. 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 Patrick! Sponge. 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 No! Bob. 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 Bob.
And there it is. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And if you aren't subscribed and you for some reason you do want to subscribe, go ahead. Feel free. Feel free. It's I'll see you guys over on twitch.tv/eliminatehq. Come join us in the Discord. And we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for enduring this. And just thanks for being you. Thanks for being you. All right. I hope everyone has a good week. And that's it. See ya.
No! This is Sponge.